Welcome to my class of mobile computing. Today we will learn about mobile transport layer. What is the motivation behind mobile transport layer? Transport layer is responsible for fixed end-to-end system, fixed wired networks, error recovery, flow control, congestion control, ensuring complete data transfer in TCP, efficient retransmission. It is reliable transport between client and server required. Stream orientation, and it is not transaction oriented. Actually, transport layer is specially designed for fixed end system, fixed wired system. TCP congestion control. Packet loss in fixed network, typically due to temporary overloaded situations. Router have to discard packet as soon as the buffers are full. TCP recognizes congestion only indirect via missing acknowledgement, retransmissions. Otherwise, they would only contribute to the congestion and make it even worse. Slow start algorithm as reaction. Now we will learn about TCP slow start algorithm. In this algorithm, sender calculates a congestion window for a receiver. Start with a congestion window size equal to one segment called packet. Exponentially increase congestion window till congestion threshold, then linearly increase. Timeout or missing acknowledgement causes reduction of congestion threshold to half of the congestion control window. Congestion window starts again with one segment. This is TCP slow start algorithm. TCP fast retransmit or fast recovery. If a sender receives several acknowledgements for the same packet, this is due to a gap in received packet at the receiver or missing acknowledgement. The sender can now retransmit the missing packet before the timer expired. This behavior is called fast retransmit or fast recovery. It is an early enhancement for preventing slow start to trigger on losses not caused by congestion. The receipt of acknowledgement shows that there is no congestion to justify a slow start. The sender can continue with the current congestion window. The sender performs a fast recovery from the packet loss. Therefore, packet loss is not due to congestion. Continue with current congestion window. We can again have a detailed look of TCP fast retransmit. Here TCP sends an acknowledgement only after receiving a packet. If sender receives duplicate acknowledgement, this is due to gap in received packet at the receiver. Receiver got all packets up to the gap and is actually receiving packet. So what is the conclusion we draw? Packet loss not due to congestion, retransmit continue with current congestion window. Now, what are the influences on mobility on TCP mechanism? Slow start mechanism in fixed network decreases the efficiency of TCP if used with mobile receiver or sender. Error rates on wireless link are order of magnitude higher compared to fixed fiber or copper links. This makes compensation for packet loss by TCP quite difficult. Mobility itself can cause packet loss. There are many situations where a soft handover from one access point to another is not possible for a mobile end system. Now we will learn indirect TCP. What is indirect TCP? Here the correspondent node, that is sender node, does not notice the wireless link or segmentation of the connection. Indirect TCP segments the connection so that no changes to TCP protocol for hosts connected to wired internet. Millions of computer use of this protocol. Optimized TCP protocol is used for mobile host. Splitting of the TCP connection. Example, the foreign agent into two TCP connections. No real end-to-end connection any longer. Hosts in the fixed part of the net don't notice the characteristics of the wireless part. The foreign agent becomes or act as a proxy and relays data in both directions. When the correspondent node sends data, foreign agent sends back an acknowledgement to it. When the mobile host receives a packet from foreign agent, the mobile host also sends back an acknowledgement. This acknowledgement is a local acknowledgement. It will not be forwarded to the correspondent node. If a packet is lost in wireless transmission, that is no acknowledgement received, then foreign agent will try retransmitting it again. Now this is about indirect TCP. We must know what are the advantages of indirect TCP. No changes in fixed network necessary. No changes for host necessary. All correct optimizations to TCP still work. Wireless link transmission error isolated from those in fixed network. Simple to control. Mobile TCP is used only for one hop between, example, a foreign agent and mobile host. Therefore, a very fast retransmission of packet is possible. The short delay on the mobile hop is known. What are the disadvantages of indirect TCP? Loss of end-to-end semantics. An acknowledgement to a sender does now not any longer mean that a receiver really got a packet. Foreign agents might crash. Higher latency possible due to buffering of data within the foreign agent and forwarding to a new foreign agent. These are the advantages and disadvantages which we have already discussed. Now, snooping TCP. Here, the foreign agent, instead of terminating all packet with destination mobile host, it buffers, that is temporarily stores all the packet. In addition to this, it also snoops each packet flowing in both the direction for reading acknowledgement. Buffering towards the mobile host is carried out so that a retransmission can be done in case of missing acknowledgement. The foreign agent buffers every packet until an acknowledgement is received from the mobile host. If the foreign agent does not receive an acknowledgement within the stipulated time, the packet or the acknowledgement has been lost. In such a situation, the foreign agent can directly retransmit the packet without waiting for the correspondent packet. So transparent, it is we can say that it is transparent extension of TCP within the foreign agent, where buffering of packet is sent to mobile host, lost packet on the wireless link on both the direction will be retransmitted immediately by the mobile host or foreign agent respectively. The foreign agent therefore snoops the packet flow and recognizes acknowledgement in both direction. It also filters acknowledgement changes of TCP only within the foreign agent. So this is about snooping TCP. Data transfer to mobile host. Foreign agent buffers data until it receives acknowledgement of mobile image. FA detects packet loss via duplicated ACK or timeout. Fast retransmission possible. Transparent for the fixed network. Fast data transfer from mobile host. Foreign agent detects packet loss on the wireless link via sequence number. Foreign agent answers directly with a NAC to the MH. Mobile host can now retransmit data with only a very short delay. Integration of MAC layer. MAC layer often has similar mechanisms to those of TCP. Thus, the MAC layer can already detect duplicated packet due to retransmission and discard them. What are the problems? Snooping TCP does not isolate the wireless link as good as TCP. Snooping might be useless depending on encryption scheme. Now, the advantages of snooping TCP. The end-to-end TCP semantic is preserved. Most of the enhancement are done in the foreign agent itself, which keeps correspondent host unchanged. Handover of state is not required as soon as the mobile host moves to another foreign agent. Even though packets are present in the buffer, timeout at the CH occurs and the packets are transmitted to the new COA. No problem arises if the new foreign agent uses the enhancement or not. If not, the approach automatically falls back to the standard solution. Disadvantages. Snooping TCP does not isolate the behavior of the wireless link as well as ITCP. Transmission errors may propagate till CH. Using negative acknowledgement between the foreign agent and mobile host assumes additional mechanisms on the mobile host. This approach is no longer transparent for arbitrary mobile host. Snooping and buffering data may be useless if certain encryption schemes are applied end to end between the correspondent host and mobile host. If encryption is used above the transport layer, for example, secured socket layer or TLS, snooping TCP can be used. Thank you for watching.